Sunlight filters through the leaves, dappling the forest floor, casting a serene glow on the whispering woods. Now, Flicker wasn't the biggest squirrel in the oak tree, nor the fastest. His tail wasn't the bushiest, and his chatter wasn't the loudest. But Flicker had something special. Eyes that missed nothing, and a boundless curiosity. One crisp autumn morning, a strange scent drifted on the breeze. It wasn't the usual smell of damp earth, fallen leaves, or pine needles. It was metallic and sharp. Flicker's nose twitched, his whiskers vibrated. He scampered higher up the great oak, his claws finding easy purchase on the rough bark. From his vantage point, he saw it. Down near the bubbling creek, something glinted. It wasn't a dewdrop, nor a lost berry. It was a small, smooth, perfectly round silver disc, half hidden under a fern. Flicker had never seen anything like it. The older squirrels always warned about things that didn't belong. Things from the two-legs world beyond the woods. Shiny things can be trouble. Elder Hazelnut always grumbled. But Flicker's curiosity was a powerful itch. Trouble? Maybe. Interesting? Definitely. Increase pace slightly, add excitement. He zipped down the trunk, a furry brown streak against the gray bark. He paused at the edge of the clearing, ears swiveling, eyes scanning. No danger seemed immediate, just the gurgle of the creek and the rustle of leaves. He darted forward, snatched the silver disc in his teeth. It was cool and surprisingly heavy, and scrambled back towards the safety of the great oak. But as he reached the base of the tree, a shadow fell over him. A large, swift shadow. Flicker froze. He looked up. Perched on a low branch, silent as moss, was Kalen, the hawk. He couldn't outrun Kalen in the open, and climbing now was too slow. The hawk tensed, preparing to swoop. Flicker had maybe a second. His eyes darted around. Creek, ferns, loose stones. The creek. In a flash of inspiration fueled by pure panic, Flicker didn't run up the tree. He spun around and launched himself towards the creek. With a desperate chatter, he threw the silver disc with all his might. It sailed through the air in a glittering arc and landed with a distinct plink, right in the middle of the deepest part of the bubbling water. Kylan, momentarily confused by the unexpected move and the lure of the disappearing glint, swooped low over the water, peering into the ripples. That brief hesitation was all Flicker needed. He shot back to the great oak, scrambling up the trunk faster than he ever had before, not stopping until he was hidden deep within the familiar embrace of its highest branches. He peeked out cautiously. Kalen circled the creek once, twice, then, seemingly deciding a wet hunt wasn't worth the effort, soared away over the tree tops, becoming a distant speck against the blue sky. Flicker's breath came in ragged gasps. His paws trembled. The silver disc was gone, sunk beneath the current. Elder Hazelnut was right. Shiny things could be trouble. But Flicker had faced the trouble. He hadn't been the biggest or the fastest, but he'd been quick-witted. He'd used the environment, used the hawk's own momentary distraction against it. He'd outsmarted a hawk. He puffed out his chest, just a little. From that day on, Flicker was still the observant, curious squirrel he'd always been. But now, the other squirrels sometimes noticed a new spark in his eyes, a little extra flick in his tail. He was Flicker, the squirrel who'd faced the shadow and thought his way out. And sometimes, that's even better than being the biggest or the fastest. The Whispering Woods held many secrets, and Flicker felt ready for whatever adventure might come next.